garage door. And it's a 10-foot door. As you can see, it hugs all the way up to the ceiling. It gives me over 13 feet of clearance. And it's got those garage door openers were not cheap. Those were almost $1,000 each opener. And of course, I have 3. Don't get me started on the doors. That was another crazy amount of money, but there you go. And so the ceiling's done and it's insulated. I have some really cool lights on it. I'll show you in a minute. Actually, I could turn them on now. And then I'm going to put the walls up and insulate the walls. That was another project. Just wanted to wait till I got back. But I have some cool ass lights. And oh, wow, that is like bright. So I did the lights, the LED lights that go across. Wow. I ordered these lights, but they weren't even installed when I left. So I did it to where I could do one strand and I could choose which strand to do. I could do one, I could do the front ones, I could do the side ones, or if I just want to do the middle ones, I just do the middle one. So I'll show you all of them. Very nice. And I do have access up there. So we did that very nice. There's the access panel. My guy cut that and built that. We had to frame the top so we could add some of the stuff. But once we get the insulation inside done, it'll be better. But so for all of you who haven't seen my garage, so here we got it. And I did the floor. Well, I had my nephew do the floor. Very cool. I like the color. I wanted more blue, but he talked me out of it. He said the black and white is really popular and it's really good. So I have the nice floor, so that way anything spills on it, it's not polyurethane, but something even better. But I didn't put any of this in here. I had my contractor, well, my friend and contractor, he put all the stuff in here for me, so I haven't done any organizing whatsoever. So there's my toolbox, which was my stepdad's from his working in his big diesel mechanic days. So it's a kick-ass toolbox that I really, for you non-mechanics, would just hate me, or for you mechanics would hate me because I keep stupid stuff in it, and I'm not very good at, not very good at using tools. But anyways, there it is. So show you what I got in here, and I got, of course, my motorcycle. Yay! Got my little mini air compressor. I'll probably get a big one at some point. A non-portable one, I think, is what I'm going to get. And ideally, when I first did this garage, I wanted 10-foot section here of just my own, and I was actually going to build a wall here. But one of my friends told me it was a really good idea. Then I could heat this little room and not have to heat the whole garage. But my wife told me I could have my pole barn anywhere in our 5 acres as long as it was here. So my 60 by 100 shrank to 32 by 40 real quick. So I was stuck here. I wanted a 4-car, but I kind of got 4-car, but I don't have room for all the garages. So it's big enough for a lift, which I'm definitely going to do a lift. 100% going to do a lift. So we'll come from over here. So I have my Volkswagen, my motorcycle. So my original idea was these vehicles would actually be at the other end, and I'll show you why. And then here's my Ford. Of course, it's parked dead center, but it's a 2-car garage. So the Volkswagen is supposed to be here, and that's supposed to be there, so I can get them both out. But this thing is placed. The driveway is very hard to get in and out of here, so it's much easier just to put this dead center, especially for the winter. It's fine. So I have my Ford. I love my Ford. It's not the big truck like I used to have, but that's fine. It's still very nice inside. It's good enough for me. It works. I like my Ford. Very simple and basic, but I like it. And of course it's 4x4, so it helps me. And then another door, back access. So we got 2 service doors. And then you can see this door, and of course I got my Lexus. Look at all the space in here. But of course the truck's supposed to be over. So originally my plan was the Volkswagen was supposed to be here. And as you can see how much space I have The motorcycle can be facing this way or the opposite. I mean, so you can fit both of them. And yes, if you look at my Volkswagen, the back tire on the other side's low. That's why it's ling-a-ling like that. So ideally, they're supposed to be over here. It's supposed to be the Volkswagen and a motorcycle or vice versa. And as you can see, I have another garage door here. So I actually have a pass-through. And that way I can have my motorcycle and my Volkswagen, and I don't have to move cars around during the summer. I just pull in my Volkswagen and pull in my motorcycle, and I never have to move them around. My original goal was to have, I said 4-car, I meant 4-bay, was to have an 8-car garage, because I wanted 4 cars, 2 cars deep, and it wasn't enough room. So it's like 1.5 car deep, which sucks. But in theory, if I push everything up to there, I have enough room here to park a car if I wanted to. At least my Volkswagen would fit, but I think it'll be fine. So I'm going to get a car lift, and I have 1 more car in my future, maybe 2, and then that'll be it. I'm going to get a car from Russia and bring over UAZ is what I want. I don't want a lot of Niva anymore because I bought one in Russia, so I don't need one here. But I'm definitely going to get my UAZ, and you'll see it. But I've had a couple opportunities to buy some things, and I just refused to buy another car until I have a place to put it. That was my rule. I said, I'm not buying anything if I don't have anywhere to put it. So now I have some place to put it, at least 1 more or 2 more. We'll see how it works. But that's it. I still have a lot of work to do. So I have the concrete, but I don't have the road. So I had it scheduled to be done before I left in the summer, and then got canceled on me. So I need this whole area that you see, including all the way to that fence, all the way here, all of this to this tree line right here, all of this plus this road is going to be a brand new road. And when they built this barn, I mean, there's a lot of things that they didn't do very well, and one of them was they built it too high. I don't know how it ended up so damn high, but it's too high. So I had to put this down until I can get the road up, but the road will make it a little less of a problem. So I have it. All of this will be all the same new road eventually, and I got some more work to do out here. Definitely need some more work. I did this beforehand, and I didn't like this not having the packed underneath because it could be problems with foundation. So I temporarily did it right before I left, and then I had them add this sidewalk while I was gone. So I need to do that here. So I need to make the bed and do some work there, make it all pretty, and then eventually, like I said, there'll be a road here. And right now it's too much of it's a huge step, and my wife refuses to put the trash cans where they're supposed to go because I paid extra money to have the sidewalk put in for here. So I've got this really pretty back wall, and the idea was all those trash cans are supposed to be put next to this trash can, so you don't see them, but they're still close to put trash in and stuff. But she doesn't like taking them off the curb. And of course here you can see the entrance. This isn't supposed to be here. This has got to go. There's my trailer. And so here's the garage from the view from the back. I'm noticing some issues that I need to work on. I can see some daylight down there. You can see some daylight there. A little bitty, small cracks that I want to fix somehow. I'll have to figure out how to do that. I really don't know how to do that yet. We'll figure it out. But that's the tour of my garage. And so now we'll close it. Of course, I don't know how to close any of this stuff. I literally just got used for it. So where is the opener for this door? Oh, it's over here. Why it's all the way over here? That's a good question. We may have to move this puppy. Let's see. Is this what this is? That's just a light for it. Menu. Ah, I see. It's got all kinds of program to it. Change time. Back. Clock setup. Ooh, it's got temperature. Well, that's nice. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to add it to my phone. So right now I have to go to the car to open and close it. I don't really like that. To be honest, I just don't know how to use it. I'm gonna have to figure that out. So we'll just have to close it manually. And you should see how quiet it is. I'm very... Oh, wrong one. Very nice. Very nice. Really cuts down on the noise, doesn't it? Okay. So almost done. It'll look a lot nicer when the walls are done. I have to decide what I want to do to the walls. I can do this metal, and I thought about doing the metal. Now, this is an off-white. I thought about maybe doing a metal with gray, but I was told by some people metal's good. But the first 8 feet here, I should do something harder than the metal, because the metal is going to show dents and things in a garage where you bang things and things. I should do some kind of wood, maybe for the first 8 feet all the way around, and then maybe work into a darker metal, gray, or just put the metal up. It's not the cheapest stuff in the world, but right now all the material's expensive. But I think once it's done, it'll look nice. Then I can move into getting heat and air. I don't see a reason. It's not insulated here, so it's just metal. I don't think it's smart to even try and heat this winter. So we'll wait. But there you go. You can just see the space here. It needs another toy. I gotta get another toy. So we'll work on that. Okay, that's it. I think I'm done. Oh, I should probably turn the lights off. There we go. And then another project, just so since you're here, that I started before I left, but it didn't get finished. I'm telling you, contractors are the worst. So there was a swimming pool here years ago. I filled it in with concrete. My wife wanted to leave this alone, and she's already planted stuff she's not supposed to. But she wanted to make this nice and pretty, and I'm going to build a barbecue area here, like seating area, nice wicker couches and everything, with a big patio. It's going to be a pavilion. It's going to cover it all the way down. So it'll be pavilion, and then this area we left unfilled. It's gravel, because I am going to build over the top something like that barn, but it'll be nicer all the way across the top here. It's going to be at least 20 feet wide, 24 feet wide, and 24 feet long by 10 feet wide. And I'm going to build a banya, a sauna here that opens up in the middle. It'll be 3 rooms, and it'll open up right here to this. Will have a big cover over it, and it'll be my patio. So there's my house. Oh, here's something. I haven't even seen this. We'll do this. This is funny. I've been gone for 6 months, and this is a project that was built while I was gone, and I have not seen it. So this will be my first project. Patio. Right now, it's got some doors. I have not seen this. It's the first time my eyes are being laid on it. Wow. So it's got its own door. Entry. It's got its own furnace. Wow, this turned out nice. Water heater, little bitty thing. Washer and dryer. This was given to us from Natasha's aunt and uncle. Thank you guys. Wow, this is a lot more room than I thought. This is huge. Almost wasted space. Wow. Really nice. And then we enclosed the bathroom. Again, I haven't seen any of this. Wow, that's not bad. I was a little worried this was going to be too small. This is brand new. You can see it. Brand new. Brand new floor. Brand new countertop. Toilet's old. We thought a pocket door would be good, but in reality, I think it's big enough we could have had a regular door. Now this closet was here before. The toilet used to be on the other. It used to be here, so we took it and no, it was here. We extended this somehow. Looked a little different than this. Wow, how bigger it was. So it's got a massive closet. Really big. And it doesn't need to be this big, but we didn't want to change things. It just made sense to leave things the way they were. So sliding door again. This room was already here, but we added the kitchen. This kitchen was not here. There was a door here that went into my house. This was a master bedroom. And as you can see, there was a fireplace here. We took it out. You can see where that stuff is. We got to get a cover over that. That was where it was actually a stove, and the chimney's compromised. It's caught on fire. So when we bought the house, it was like the first thing we did was we took the stove out and got rid of it, and there you go. So this is how we have it set up. So we have a pretty nice, it's a queen size bed. Yeah, that chair is an extra chair. Don't know what's on there. And then nice windows, and then you can see it's got this big space. So the kitchen wasn't 100% how I wanted it, but it's kind of how we did it. So obviously this is just a studio, but the idea for me was I didn't want this refrigerator here. I wanted this whole setup I didn't want here. I wanted over here, but everyone objected to what I wanted, and they put this in anyways because I wanted a table here against this wall because I thought it would be perfect, but no. So now this is what you got. So ideally what we were thinking was to move the couch around here and put the couch here and then the TV there and then maybe a small table there. I'm just not sure where the heck you're going to put a dining table in this place, but I guess we could figure it out. But anyways, it's partially finished, and we just bought new appliances for the other room and moved. Actually, this is brand new. Never been used. Stove we moved from next door. This is new. Everything else is new. Brand new cabinets, never used. It's like you can still see the dust. It's still not 100% clean. You can see the dust in the cracks. And this needs to be leveled. But this is my old refrigerator from my law office in Carmel. And we thought it's big enough for somebody here. We can get a bigger one there, obviously, but it's good. Wow, this looks really nice compared to what it used to be. Used to have my law office working in here at one point. Nice hardwood floors. This is really nice. Wow, I'm impressed. And then this floor, I love this floor. For those of you who do not like laminate, I'm over laminate, and I have in my other parts of my house the floor, the vinyl planks. Hate them with a complete passion because the planks come undone. And this is actually vinyl, and I absolutely love it. It is so nice. And it's not like it's super cheap because it's really the same price as some laminates. But I have this on one of my rentals and just fell in love with it. and I like it. And for this room, for this place, it's absolutely perfect. So anyway, so I have this, and we're going to rent it out, and we're actually not going to charge anything. That's right, you heard me. We created this for a caretaker. So our idea, for those of you who are listening, our idea is to have someone live here, and the only thing you're going to pay is a small fee for utilities, just because we want you to be conservative of a little bit of what you're doing. But just a couple $100 a month is all we're going to charge. And in return, while we're traveling, you will help take care of the animals, basically feed them in the morning and in the evening, unlock the chicken gate in the morning, lock the chicken gate in the evening, and during the summer, maybe cut my grass, maybe. And that's it. This room was, we were so worried this was going to be so small. This room is big, but of course we'll have to put some, I mean, whoever lives here, our idea was this area we would put against the wall, a coat rack or something, but I just don't know. You have this big closet. I'm just not sure, but this closet is, I mean, it's not, this room is not configured the best way, but this is your whole closet for your whole living space. So all your clothes are going to be in here, which makes sense if the bathroom's here. We had one idea was to just wall this off and put the door on that side of the closet and move the shelves this way. But cost effective, it made no sense to start cutting holes in walls. So this used to be a double door, and it used to go all, this door wasn't here, and the door used to go all the way down. So what we did was just close the wall in and put the sliding door in. It made much more sense. But I think it turned out beautifully. Crown molding. I mean, this is really nice. So just think you can live in Westfield, Indiana. Grocery store across the street, Starbucks across the street. You can live here for a few $100s a month. And of course, still have access to outside. And we really liked it. We came up with the idea at first because it has its own porch. And we would clean all this off. Of course. That was me falling. And my barbecue area will be moved out there. And of course, you'd have access to whatever we have here. But the rest of my place looks crazy. My wife likes to dry her clothes outside, and she's working for a Guinness Book of World Records to see how many stupid buckets we could have laying around our property. I counted one day. Here's some more. I counted, the record for her is 21 buckets in one day, but she normally has a minimum of 7 or 8, but I normally can count about 12. She just has randomly placed. Don't ask me why, it's another story. Looks like she's in the back barn. Okay, into my tour.